What's going on, everybody? Nazarachi here, coming at you in the early morning with a probably shorter video for Final Fantasy Record Keeper, but we have the 30th anniversary now officially upon us. I know that I'm a couple hours late to the game, but I was taking a nap, and then I decided to throw together this fancy UI here. We have the Tokyo Tower, which is kind of the inspiration for this picture for the 30th anniversary of Final Fantasy a while back. They had this whole crystal Tokyo Tower theme and lit it up, and of course I had to throw Godzilla in the background because Japan. So yeah, hopefully that doesn't jinx me here with my luck. But we do have the free 30 draw to do. God knows what I could get. I did see Dirge pulling a 9 out of 30, which is amazing. I think Brotherhood Legacy had a 6 or 7 out of 30. So it's good to see some people getting rewarded. I'm going to go with my gut feeling that it'll probably be like everyone's, worst fears, the 1 or 2 out of 11 with Tiro, OSB, and Tiny B. With that being said, we're going to make that pull. So, the anniversary, a lot of good stuff is going on with that. We can actually check out the banners really quickly here, and by really quickly, I mean really quickly, because they have a nice little tab here, so you're more than welcome to check them out on your own. The first banner for me actually has a reasonable amount of stuff that I don't have, and stuff that's pretty reasonable, especially for synergy with the low Final Fantasies, 1 through 3. So I do have a reasonable amount of dupes between Onion Knight's gear, this Matoya's broom down here on the bottom end, but I'd love to have Maria's BSB. I have Desh's BSB, so I have about, I would say, a 40% dupe chance on Phase 1. Phase 2 is an amazing phase. For all you guys that do not have most of these relics or any of them, this is a great phase right here. But I already have Terra's USB and Bart's and Paladin Cecil's USB. This is the only 6-star right here that I don't have already, and I have her USB too. So that's kind of depressing right there. They switched this relic out with his BSB 2. This is his third one. And I picked this one up and not the one that I thought was going to be on this banner. Celis BSB2 is actually one of the only reasons why I might draw on this banner. And there's one other one, which is Golbez's BSB. But this is a highlight right here for me. Mog's BSB I already have. I don't have this one, which is quite good for Last Stand. And Final Fantasy VI is lacking kind of like a dedicated healer. And, Realm's about as close as you get. You have Mog as well, who comes in pretty handy also. The Enhancer I'm not super interested in, but it's pretty good. His damage is quite low, but you can get some pretty reasonable healing and support effects out of Theodore there. Perseus Bow is terrible. Her BSB 2 is the one I would want, the water-based one. And I do want Golbez's BSB, even though when a lot of abilities come to have their buffs, their 4-hit buffs, this is going to be not as useful as a mechanic as it is right now. And I already have Locke's BSB. I love this rod right here just for the N water, but I don't really have a whole lot of powerful water users to use it with. So I would pull on this banner, but I have so much stuff already. Celis will be having another event in the future, and I don't know. It's just not the banner for me like I thought it would be before I picked up like the entire top end. Phase 3 is very similar. I have almost everything on this banner. I have Cloud's USB. I don't know. I don't have these two right here, so that would be good. I do have Sephiroth. I would love the Axis Blade, and I would love Zell's BSB. I don't have either of these, so those would be good to pick up. I do have the next two. Actually, I have the next 3 because I have Hamlin as well. I have the Dagger of Resolve, I have Sargatanas, I have Crystal Cross, and a Diaz Valkyrie. So I'm running at like a 70% dupe chance on Phase 3. I can't eat those odds. Phase 4 actually looks pretty reasonable. I would love this Blitz Ace right here. This is an amazing USB for Titus. I'm sure we'll cover it again in more detail in the future, but it is quite good. You get a lot of attacks out of this. Nhato is amazing. She's a great character. But it's kind of difficult to pull off. It's going to require a lot of effort to get this rolling right. So it is great. Vaughn is great. I would love Vaughn's USB and BSB. I already picked up the Tidal Knuckles with Paladin Cecil. that's the biggest troll in the world right there in terms of FFRK. I would love that. And Aphmau looks like Luke Skywalker to me. I don't know why. Kind of like a fusion of Luke Skywalker with Leia's buns, but I don't know why I get that vibe from that sprite. I kind of like Seymour's BSB, but there's probably better Dark Imperils like the Nabat BSB that I have. So, I don't know. Based off just liking Seymour, I would kind of like that one. So Phase 4 seems like it would be a reasonable banner for me, but I think I want to hold out for Phase 5. I would love this USB right here. I have everything but Noctis's BSB and then now this, so that would be great. And I would love Alfie's USB right here. This is really good. Dependent on having, you know, max hones on summoning abilities, and Tiamat would be great, but once summon skills get a buff, you know, any one of them that you have to rank 5 would work just fine for that. And that could even be good situationally dependent, but you need a lot of summoning orbs for that. I already have plenty of that. Don't want to even jinx myself there. But it's a great lightning sword, and this fist weapon is a great dark damage fist weapon. So those are things to be considered there. The Veil of Wii is a great BSB to have, but it's a bad dupe. I already have that, and the Folding Apri, and the Metamorphosis Claws, and Cortana. So it's really Hope stuff and Noctis stuff. Kaiser Knuckle right here is not bad for the fire boost, and I would take Gladulus's BSB as well. And Pinella, why not? So, not as many dupes on this last and final banner here. So it's between Phase 4 and 5, leaning to 5 for me. Everything else doesn't seem to be like a good bet right now. But I've already dragged on for too much. We kind of just blew through all 5 phases right there. You, of course, as the viewer, might have a completely different plan, and that is 100% acceptable. Like, it's all based off of what you have, what you need, elemental effects, you know, plus damage on those relics as well. Like, you know, Go-Go from Final Fantasy V might have not a great BSB, but that staff is really good. So stuff like that is to be considered. I definitely want to hear what you guys have pulled, what your 30 draw was, and what your Phase 1 draws are here if you are making them. So comment that down below, and let's dive right in here and try and keep this video right at or under 10 minutes here. So we'll start off with, I don't know what to start off with. Let's just do the free draw. Let's just knock it out. I might not even have enough space in my inventory for this. Lord have mercy. I'm not going to be upset either way. Free is free, even if it's a 1 out of 11. I'll be a little salty if it's like Tiro's OSB. But no salt, no matter what. Not salty on this one. Alright, my numbers are right around average. I got, what, 6 here as well. I can't be mad at 6. God, clicking through all this is going to be a nightmare. Only 1 6-star. I'm hoping it's actually Terra's OSB. Like, if I could make out with that, I would be very happy. But, let's see. Alright, 6. There's a lot of poo-poo on this banner, and there's a lot of potential for reasonable luck. God, selling all this is going to be annoying. Alright, I believe that's Sabin's armlet, which I already have 6-starred. That's Lambent Hat for Avelia. I already have that as well. That I don't have, but it looks like a gun of some type for Final Fantasy something. Matoya's Broom. I already have that at 6-starred. Ooh, a Dirk. It's not Vaughn's Dirk, though, sadly. And what is that? Lightning's OSB? I don't have that. I have a USB. It's not really the greatest OSB. But again, this is all free right here. Yep, Sabin's Armor was right about that. I think I was about to say Final Fantasy XIII, but this is what, Balthier, maybe? Yeah, Super Soulbreak Balthier. Okay. Matoya's Broom, I already have that. It's nothing special there. Gladiolus from Final Fantasy II. Leela. Poison Cloud XVI. Oh, okay. I can team this with Edgar to poison build, and Thancred as well. If poison building's ever necessary. It probably won't be, but just for fun. So, alright, that's cool. And then Thunderfall, pretty bad OSB, but still another something for Lightning. So I can start to get the ball rolling with Lightning now at this point, I feel like. You know, she can USB and cast Thundering Twin Strike or Quad Strike, whatever it becomes. And then I guess maybe lead into this or something. I don't know. Until I get one of her BSBs. But I'm not upset. Like I said, 6 out of 11 with, let's see, 3 new relics. So 50-50 on that dupe and non-dupe. And alright, it's not Terra's OSB though, dang it. So I'm going to start the painstaking process of deleting all this nonsense here that I do not need. And we're going to upgrade some stuff. In the meantime, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. I hope that your free 30 pull went really well. I also hope that if you guys are making any pulls on your anniversary phases, that A, you let me know down below what you got, and B, that you're very lucky there as well. So let me not get distracted here and accidentally sell something I don't want to sell. I hope you guys do have a great evening and morning. If you enjoy the content, leave me a thumbs up. It definitely helps me out on YouTube here. Spreads me out a little bit. If you're new to the channel, sub, hit the bell. Hopefully I'll see you again on future videos. And this is Nhato. You guys have a good evening. Peace out, y'all. Have a good one.